Hi, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to talk about how sometimes our biggest problems are not what we don't know, but what we don't feel comfortable with. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what bothers me now and what I don't quite feel comfortable with yet. All right, so I'm out and about again today. I stopped at a park on the way back from a meeting this morning. Actually, it wasn't a client meeting. What I did was I went to a mentorship group. So I've been looking a lot into business mentorships over the last few years, actually. It's been one of these things that I do a lot of web research on, and I think, ooh, do I want to do that? You know, it might help me in the long run, but it might just be kind of corny and everything, and maybe I won't like it. But, you know, I thought finally, you know, I'll go to this one. I'll go and finally stop doing all the, you know, I have a million reasons to put things off. I think like we all do about certain things. Some people do with apps. You know, I do with everything but apps, right? I'll put an app out in a heartbeat, right? I just, you know, we'll see what it does when it's on the market kind of thing. And not hem and haw, but I hem and haw about a lot of other things, right? A lot of people will ask a lot of questions about apps before they release something. Hey, Eric, I'm going to release this app next month. What if people don't like this? Do you think this will annoy users? All this, you know, they'll ask a lot of questions, and for me, it's always been, well, you know, that might be the case, but I can't give you the answer. I think you should put it live and see how it goes. And it's not as big a deal as you think, right? They don't want to release something with the fear that everything's going to go horribly wrong. One of the things that, so it's not so much, even though they know, logically they know, you know, that nothing's going to go wrong. They know that a million people aren't going to download it on day one, although it would be nice, right? So they're just sort of just nervous, right? And, you know, so it's not so much the stuff that you know, but the stuff that you feel comfortable with, and they don't feel comfortable with releasing an app. And for me, the things that I don't feel comfortable with, that I struggle with, and I know I told you guys this last year, is hiring someone. So I have more work than I can handle, right? I am there's this book called The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. I don't know if you ever read it. He talks about systematizing processes. You're supposed to work on your business and not in your business. You know, your business shouldn't be running you. You should be running your business. Sometimes my business is running me. Sometimes Overpass is running me, and I need to hire more people, right? I have my team in the Philippines. I have a team in Vietnam. It's, you know, and they do really good work, but sometimes I just need somebody in the office. I need someone to answer the phone when I'm out talking to you guys and stuff like that, or just someone to help in the day-to-day stuff. But the prospect of hiring somebody is really scary to me, right? It's one of these things that I hem and haw over. I've been talking about it for ages, and, you know, I was talking to my family the other day, so I really need to hire someone. And they said, you've been saying that for like 2 years now. And it's a scary prospect to me. And I think one of the reasons is, and one of the reasons why I'm looking into the business mentorship is just to get around other people who, not so much someone to give me the answers, but I just want to talk to people who, just someone to say, yeah, dude, it's no big deal. Because when I do talk to people who have businesses, you know, they're just like, well, just hire somebody. And I go, yeah, but what if I don't like them? What if it goes wrong? What if I hire somebody and then all of a sudden no more client work comes in? Like it all just completely dries up overnight, right? And these little fears that I have, and I know that I have on a logical level. And one of the things I need to do is get around more people to make me feel more comfortable with it. Because it's not so much what you know. I have read so many books on this topic. I mean, it's embarrassing. And I do this a lot. Sometimes I'll put off decisions until I must have all the facts. And I put this off forever and ever and ever. And, you know, and I've read like employment law. I've got software packages out there to manage employees. You know, I've got all this kind of stuff, and it just hasn't been the point. You know, I just haven't put that job description out there. So that's one of my goals this year, is to hire a few people to come work in the office, to work on Overpass. So it's not just me at 10 o'clock at night finishing off a client project, and not so much the code. I got people to do the code. It's more the day-to-day, just making sure that everything's running, and you know, answering client requests, things like that. So sometimes it's not so much what you know, because I know what to do. It's what you feel comfortable with. It's being around the right kind of people. And one of the things I hope with this channel is that for those of you who, I know lots of you guys already have apps out there, and you're doing, some of you do it much better than me. Some of you not quite so much, but some people are still sitting on the fence. You know, they're thinking about it, and you know, because they don't know anybody else who's done it. And I know the same thing. You know, when I released my first app, I didn't know anybody who actually released an app. And I hope one of the things you get from this channel is to know, dude, it's fine. It's easy. Just put it out there. See what happens. You know, it might flop. It might do really well. It might need some changes. It might get suspended. Hopefully not, if you're following all the rules. But you know, it's being around the right kind of people. And I hope through this channel, through the comments and everything, you feel like you're around the right kind of people. You know, the business side of things is the bit, like I could do the technical bit. I've always been very comfortable with, you know, because you don't have to talk to people. But it's the business side of things where I'm trying to get around more people, get around more business people, and get easier with that. So I guess my question for you today is, for those of you who do have businesses like where you employ people, how difficult was it to make your first hire? Did it take you as long as it's taking me? Or is this one of these kind of things that I think it's going to be one of these things that once I finally do it, I'm going to kick myself for not having done it years before. So anyway, I'll keep you posted on how all this goes. That's it for today. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. As long as I'm still breathing.